Hello guys, yeah, today we're gonna do prediction for your next week. Let's see what's coming up. So as usual, this will be a quite short per sign. So basically one to keep a message and one to tell a message. So yeah, let's start with Capricorn as usual. So for Capricorn, what they can expect next week, what's coming up for them next week, for the sign of Capricorn. The sign of Capricorn, what's coming up for them next week. Let's figure out what's coming up for you guys. The last one. Okay, what's coming up for you guys? Okay, the first message is telling me that a lot of you guys don't have any expectation for your love life next week, and you're just gonna like stay single, focus to be singles, be with how to say, like you feel like you find an enjoyment from your own company kind of feeling for next week. So expect that coming up next week. Like you don't want to be bothered with meeting people, make up connection, and some of you guys even like, I feel like a bit resistance when messaging back your friend kind of feeling, just want to be yourself. Yeah, the moment I say like I feel like very resistant for messaging, come up with this message reverse. But I feel like, okay, why is this coming up? Okay, one more. That's still a bit like 50%. Okay, but next week also you have a chance, either a chance of is this person already in your life. This person is come up as a wealthy man, so you can get some sort of support from them. I'm not sure what kind of support is talking about. Maybe like a mentoring kind of feeling. Yeah, or if you do meet this person, the wealthy person next week, you may build up some sort of connection, but it's more of like a friendship, mentor kind of feeling. They can support you to achieve what you need. It's nothing to do with romantic. Any other thing? Let's just pull on one last. Oh, I'm not sure who is this, or it can be talking about you, but generally I feel like next week you need to be a bit careful about just spending. You got two money card on the reverse, so you need to be careful on that. And for some of you next week, you got some sort of like, for the one that looking forward for like kind of like promotion, it says fails next week, so some sort of a bad news from that side. So if you're kind of expecting a promotion, tell me that next week is gonna fail. It's not delay, it's fail. So I'm not sure what's going to happen, so just be prepared for the one that expecting that. Okay, Tarot for Capricorn next week, what they can expect, what we can try to predict from them Tarot. Sign of Capricorn. By you getting over things, what's you getting over? By you getting over your rejection, your failure, you feel like you become more stable emotionally. That's the first message next week. So there's a lot of getting over things next week, and mostly when I ask what's you getting over, it's 6 of Wands, so basically a rejection, failure from the past. By you getting over that, or you're going to get over that next week, you feel the emotion become more and more stable, become more happy with yourself. I mean, this resonates with the keeper part. Be careful with just spending again. This come up in the tail portion. Uh, hmm. For you guys, I'm not sure whether this predicting or it's already happened, so just gonna read it. So for you guys that feel you're already disconnected with your person, lovers, weavers, right? Either you're gonna ghost them or they're gonna ghost you next week. So again, preparation, so you won't be surprised, won't be blindsided. Expect next week you're also a bit more focused on your finance, on your money. Last message. Yeah, a situation from the past that you don't have, you feel like it's not a good memories anymore. You're gonna like stop feeding toward it. So I feel more like you're the one that gonna ghost them. Yeah, you will stop nurturing that connection next week. You'll be stop giving to that connection. Okay, tough weeks. Let's go Aquarius. Sign of Aquarius, right? Next week. What they can expect coming towards them next week. Keeper. Next week, Keeper. You pull almost. The first card is the same with Capricorn. Tell me that next week for you guys that actually planning to buy or planning to sell your house, right? Planning to move. There's some sort of like offer next week that you're not expecting. So obviously only for the one that doing that. If you're not doing that, like selling, buying, or moving places, right? You won't expect, you won't get this message. You also pull the money card reverse. Be careful about your spending next week. What is this coffin reverse here? Concern. One message is a bit odd, but let me just try to decipher it. There is this situation basically where you feel like you're having a fallout with this person. You're gonna receive some sort of message from that person. They're gonna express some sort of concern. That situation still lingers, basically, or it can be lingers, it can be going to be like restart again. So basically a connection you already experienced a fallout in the past, that's gonna have a restart again next week. Yeah, that's all it's giving. Later, let's see if that come up with a tail. It's a bit odd. It's just giving me that. Wow, you're also getting a tough week next week. Okay, why this thief is here? What's this thief talking about? Oh, it's a connection. So this thief talking about the connection. You have a connection that you already disconnected. Also, you feel like you're basically being scammed with your time, energy, and your emotion from this person. So next week, if you haven't go to a disconnect, you're gonna have this disconnect situation where you're gonna see them in a negative light, or if it already happened next week, that feeling that the bitterness is gonna be intensified a bit. Again, I feel like this talking about a change, promotion for the one that doing like shitty job and your boss giving a false promise that you're gonna get promotion or you're gonna have some sort of changes. Next week also it's not gonna happen. Tough week. Two signs already having a tough week next week. What's with the disconnect message also? It's keep coming back. Connection, there's disconnect next week. Okay, Tarot. What's coming up for Aquarius next week? Let's try to predict that for Aquarius. What they do, what is coming towards them next week. Sign of Aquarius, next week, what we can expect for their life. Feeling of confidence, you can take on the world. Yeah, that's a super message. So you'll be feeling that confident next week. Like, I'm not sure what's going to trigger this confidence, but something like you want to achieve something, you feel like you can do it. So if you want to achieve something, you feel like you need to study about something, go for it. The next week, the energy will be helping you to achieve that. Why is it here? Yeah, you become more bold next week. The Fool is here. So the Fool is basically ones that ready to take on challenge. But why is attached to one cup that I don't get the clarification? So why can I find this? Oh, okay. Makes sense. Okay, the first message is you become more bold next week in like work situation, but it also affect a relationship. There is this situation connection where you got a lot of good memories. So I feel like, not sure whether it lingers or it's going to be start. Take it how it's going to resonate for each of you. But this time you're gonna come toward them with no drama. So that's hinting that in the past, if you bring drama to that person, I'm not sure why you want to do that, but this time you're kind of like drama free with this person, and you're gonna become more bold with taking on this connection. Like you become more serious kind of vibe. Maybe in the past you kind of take this not serious. Now you're going to take this seriously. Overall, it's a good energy. I wouldn't say anything about that, but yeah, expect that. Focusing on yourself, focusing on your finance, nurturing your own self next week. So good message for you from Taurus side. Okay, what is this? Last message is, what is this? You see, it may connected with that reconnection. I'm seeing that you are more opening up toward this person. You don't bring drama. You don't bring any of this. I wouldn't say mind games. Maybe some sort of a little bit of love games, right? I'm seeing that, but for some reason you still appear in and out with this person. So I'm not sure. I mean, if you're serious, you need to be like kind of stable, not in and out toward this person. So they're just a bit advice. But I'm seeing next week you kind of still in and out with this person. Knight of Wands reverse. So yeah, so that's all. Overall, your tarot message is very good. Only the Keeper message is kind of like a bit not so good, I would say. Nothing that serious, crazy or what. Okay, Pisces next. Okay, Pisces. What's coming up for you next week, Pisces? Let's see. Sign of Pisces next week is what's coming up for Pisces. A message. What's this message about? About your work. Why everyone got this kind of Okay, that's a very specific message. Okay, Pisces, next week, a lot of you guys gonna receive a message that you cannot work from home. I don't know why that come up. But yeah. Yeah, that's the first message. I'm not sure why this come up here, but yeah. So if you guys kinda expecting you want to work from home next week, a lot of you guys gonna receive a message either from your HR or your manager that you need to go back to office. Oh well. Next week there is someone will try to play mind games with you, not romantically. I feel like family members, friends, they try to play a bit games with you, like liar kind of vibe. But I'm seeing that it won't impact you too much. But it's just a warning for you guys. If next week if you seen someone like doing that, just ignore them, disengage from them. Overcoming your finances next week. Next week will be, you will have a bit quarrel with your family, a small one, nothing that serious. What is this? You're gonna have an improvement on your health situation next week. You're gonna have some sort of, I would say, major change, because it come up with a change. When I clarify the change, what it's about your health, and change usually is a positive card. So you're gonna have some sort of major change with your health. So if you next week need to do some procedure, expect a good success on that procedure also. Okay, Pisces, what's coming up for your table then? Let's see what's coming up next week for your table. For the sign of Pisces, what is coming up for them next week? Okay, what's coming up? Okay, what's coming up for you guys? Situation going to be start that reverse. Oh, you're gonna have either a love offer or apology from this person first. So expect a situation where you have been done wrong. Next week, this person either going to apologize. Some of you guys that it's not been done wrong by them, they're gonna confess that they had some feelings. They want to bring this forward with you. Nice. Okay, what's next? What the hell? How come you got a contradiction next week? You try to move on from this situation, but you cannot. Six of Swords upright with the Eight of Cups reverse. So basically, you're stuck in the hard place kind of feeling next week. There's a contradiction. What's your advice? Don't open to a second chance. So I'm not gonna dig about what's this person energy in the past, all these things, but that's basically on the table side. Your advice is not to be open toward a second chance. Okay, let's move on. What's the next message for you next week? For the one that, okay, why is this here? Okay, that's an odd message. Next week, you're gonna need to make a decision. For the one that already juggling about your tough schedule at work and with your family stuff, social stuff, right? Next week, you're gonna need to make a decision which one is more important. It's come here. Whether you want to focus more on your work, or you wanna like put work aside, a bit aside, then focus on your family things. Because you feel like all this family, friends, social stuff, that's actually what bring your emotional stability. So tough decision you need to make next week. Last message for you. We got some sort of commitment. Why the Five of Pentacles? Yeah, it's hinting about the commitment from a person. Some side story for you guys. In the past, this person ghosts you and they kind of stalk you. So it's just clarifying that connection. So really up to you guys if you want to give this person a second chance or not. But based on the tarot advice, it's not to open. So you just take it how it resonates. Let's move on. Aries then. Sign of Aries. So Aries, what do we need to know next week? For sign of Aries, what do we need to know next week? For Aries, what do we need to know next week? Again, this connection and the romantic situation, lovers, reverse, get plaguing. Wait, scratch that. It's not about okay, because it's clarifying, it's a different thing. Scratch that. So next week, the one that doing a good job kind of feeling, professional skill kind of feeling, right? Next week you feel like you are not fulfilled by your job, you're not fulfilled by your work situation, you basically is disconnected from your work situation. So this may happen time to time, even for myself. Sometimes I feel like disconnected from my work, so I don't feel anything need to be like too serious to take note next week. But just, yeah, if that energy creeping up, yeah, it's just there, maybe feel burnout, you need to take a break kind of feeling. You also pull the money card reverse, so I'm not sure next week what event gonna make people to pay extra money. There's a lot of sign already pulling that. Oof. For you, it's hinting you need to really take care of your spending, or you are on the path of becoming this. So yeah, take care of your spending. Scrutinize your spending habits next week, please. You pull up a lot of mature cards here. It keeps hinting next week you need to do some maturing. I'm not sure why it's hinting that. But I'm talking about situation where there is imbalance that creates some sort of despair inside your mind. So you need to like step up, evolve your mindset kind of feeling for next week. I'm not sure why this is giving up a lot of spiritual message for you from Keeper itself. Let's go to your table. Okay, Tarot. What is Aries need to know next week? What's coming up for them? For the sign of Aries next week. The card not compromising with me. What Aries need to know next week? Okay. Straight off the bat, yeah, you're gonna remember the money situation. I feel like you're gonna do that because looks what's come up on your table side. Ten of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Basically, you're gonna save more. Then you actually will start thinking of your long-term stability, and this Pentacle energy clarifying with Pentacles, so it's about your finance. So yeah, do that. Good stuff waiting for you if you do that. Wait, what's this? Oh, you pulling up a lot of work energy next week. For the one that looking for a new job, right, or waiting for an offer, you're gonna be successful. But keep a note that this new job will basically need you to spend a lot of time. So think twice before you're accepting this kind of feeling, because it's, you know, the vibe of this job is gonna push you into a workaholic state. But it's gonna be successful. If you're questioning about that, it's gonna be successful. I feel not just the offer, when you join that job, also when you do that job, you're gonna be very successful. 6 of Wands. So yeah, again, everyone in different situations, so use your own judgment for that work situation. Wow, what the hell is this? You pull the best card so far. Wow, but wait, what's this clarity about? Oh, so okay, everyone will have different timelines. So next week, at least the energy will be, you have some sort of sense of truth or clarity that you are a lack of a confidence in a relationship. So I feel like you're gonna tackle that situation next week, but the result of it is actually really good. Looks what happened after you tackle that 2 of Cups with 10 of Cups. So I'm not sure this 2 of Cups person is already in your life, or is predicting a new that you're gonna meet after you become more confident. So take it, everyone in different timelines. So yeah, take it on how it fit your situation. But next week you feel like Not sure why you're gonna feel like you lack confidence in a relationship, so you're gonna start thinking of how to build that up. Good stuff coming for you next week. I like your message. Go Taurus next. Taurus. Alright. Keeper, what Taurus can expect next week? What's coming up for the sign of Taurus next week? What's coming up for Taurus next week? Okay, why is this coming up? Wow, again? My goodness. Lovers reverse. Even though I shuffle it very good, it keeps coming up on the reverse. Okay, next week, for the one that dealing with your person is like more mature kind of feeling, you're gonna feel you're gonna have a breakup with them. For the one that dealing with the person that is a bit more mature, like the age gap is about 5 to 6 years older than you, expect some sort of like break, either a break or taking a break from each other. What the hell? What is this talking about, Keeper? You got so many message card on reverse. I even got lost on how to decipher this. What the hell is this? So basically there's a delay on the messaging, if you expect some sort of message next week, generally that's gonna be delay. And for more specifically for the one that expecting a message to be chosen, take it very general, like chosen. I'm not sure what kind of chosen is this. As long as you expect yourself to be chosen into some sort of situation as the main person, expect a delay of that message next week. So yeah. You pull the poverty card upright. Oh my goodness. Oh no, wait. Before that. Okay. So it's not about your finance situation gonna get worse next week. It's more like a lot of you guys gonna take a break from a relationship because you feel like your finance is not stable. So you kind of like, you feel like you need to focus on yourself next week. So expect that to happen. Yeah, expect that to happen. So a lot of you guys will be thinking, at least the thought of breaking up is there next week because you feel like, oh, I need to work on my finance first. Let's go to your table. Okay, Taurus. What they can expect next week? Taurus. Sign of, oh God, I got stiff neck. Taurus. What they can expect next week? For Taurus, what's coming up for them next week, please? Silence. Getting over something. What is this talking about, devil? Getting over someone, start messaging. Wish fulfill. What is this talking? What's the High Priestess here? This is a bit. You're gonna get. I feel like this is a connection. So next week, expect yourself to be more a situation that actually been waiting your mind, like create some sort of many stories, many scenarios, kind of like negative scenarios inside your mind, right? You're gonna take a step back from that situation. Basically, you're gonna like give them a silent treatment till you get over them from your, like you get over that situation from your head. Only after that, I'm seeing that you're gonna reconnect back. You're gonna message them back. So that's the first message I feel. Also next week, by you close off emotionally, you feel like you are going to achieve your dream. Not sure why that come up. That's how it actually. Holy. Wait, let me clarify. It's kind of like a bit. You gotta close. No, the main story is you gotta close off from someone, but you're still not gonna walk away, or you feel like you cannot walk away. So you're gonna distance yourself from that person. But I'm seeing in the future you're gonna reach back to them. But what confusing me after this is you got the wish star. So either that gonna be transformed into something very good for your life, or it's just basically just a healing. You're gonna heal that connection with that person. So yeah, that's it. I'm still far ahead. I'm not sure why it's picking up. I'm just trying to get for next week. Why you're not stuck? What's you going to do? What? Oh man. It's keep telling me the same story about that connection. You're gonna take a step back from that situation. Then you're gonna try to bring balance back into your life, but that situation just gonna lingers. So I feel it's just going to give the same story for you next week. I tried to get a different message. Nope, it won't give me. Okay, Gemini. Gemini. What's happening for you next week, Gemini? What's going to happen next week? Like almost all signs pulled the money situation and reverse. There are some situation, taxes or tax need to pay. No. Let's see if Gemini can escape that money situation. Let's see, Gemini, what's your situation next week? Working very hard, overwhelmed by your work. Woo. I think this is the sign that I predict for the good stuff that actually for next year. It's coming again. Next year, you're gonna move because of your work. Something related with your professional. Not sure this coming back again. So yeah, just keep in mind next year, if you do have a move, I'm already predicting that. Okay, but next week your work will overwhelm you. I got the sense when I pull that card, it's like I cannot breathe. So expect that to happen next week. You're just gonna stay singles next week. Oh, for you, even more emphasize. You're not just gonna stay singles next week. You're gonna think to stay single for quite time. You got a privileged lady with the thoughts. So it's kind of like you feel like even if you're in a relationship, you don't have the time for it at this moment. So yeah. So you're gonna like thinking, should I just stay single for the next couple of months? Improvement in your family situation. You got good message. Why this high here? Hey. Okay. Improvement on your family situation, colleague situation. So basically, you build more trust, more good relationship with your family, with your colleague work situation. For the one that try to tackle a financial situation next week, it's not gonna be successful. So expect that. I'm not sure what scenario is this, but yeah. So if you already some sort of plan to tackle your financial situation, maybe you need to relook that plan because it's telling me it's gonna fail. So maybe you need to enhance, do more studies. If in the past someone that is authoritative kinda expressed some concern around your vacation or your time for travel, right? So I see that a lot of you guys planning for travel, right? next week they're just gonna give up. They're not gonna like nag you with about maybe the situation that come into my mind. Let's say you wanna do travel in the next month or next 2 weeks, right? That's actually when the workload quite high. But since you already submitted since last year or something around that, they tried to guilt trip you in the past, but now they're just gonna let you go because they already know that they cannot guilt trip you. So it's kind of very specific message. Overall, okay, I feel. You don't have the money card reverse, but you do have some sort of overcoming financial situation that's going to fail. So you do have some sort of plan. We look at that plan. Maybe there's a gap on it that you need to address. Let me put nicely first. Okay, table for Gemini next week. What do you think coming up? What come toward their life? If you think that whatever we're doing is not moving, right, it's actually moving, it's moving, just stand slow. Don't give up. Keep doing it. This can give me a bit clarification for this situation. One more. Don't give up, don't walk away from it. But I feel like a lot of you guys also not going to walk away for quite some time from this situation. Take it how it resonates, whether it's a relationship or is it like something you work on. Maintain the communication, but it tells me that you need to communicate very straightforward. So take it on, if let's say it's a relationship, you need to maintain the communication, but in a very straightforward manner. Don't confuse them. If it's actually about your finance or your work, it's talking about your communication with your customers and your colleague need to be more straightforward. So this situation basically tells that it's moving, it progress slowly. So don't give up, don't walk away from it. That's the next. Huh? Why the 6 of Swords here? I feel like two separate messages again. Okay, for the one that actually been tackling with body image issues, things like that, it tells me that you need time to build that. Maybe you need time to do some workout kind of thing, regime, diet, something, some sort of around that. So again, I feel this tie for that situation. Don't give up. You cannot rush things on this kind of situation. So go, just keep doing it. There is this situation, I feel like it's more on emotional. A situation that you try to walk away, but you cannot let them go. So that emotion, that feelings will make appearance back next week. So you kind of again stuck at between two hard place. Clarify a bit for me, what's this? You're gonna get some sort of clarity about? Why the 6 of Wands then? Okay, this is going to very specific now. For the one that going to have that experience next week, right, or you're in the process of having that experience, you're gonna have some sort of clarity that you actually already over them. I'm not sure why this come up as that clarification. And for some of you that actually already get over them, you also may have some sort of like a move or a travel. I feel this kind of like life-changing travel also I'm picking up. I do picking up that keep coming back, right? The life-changing move. Yeah, that life-changing move gonna be successful. It's gonna create some sort of big change for you, but not next week, obviously. I keep picking up a next year kind of feeling. I don't know why it keep coming back. Cancerian. Okay, Cancer, what's coming up for you next week? Cancer is also one of the signs that the move keep coming back. Let's see if this will be picking up that again. So for Cancer, what's coming up? The decision coming up. Again, everyone pull this same energy. Seriously, a decision that you need to make about whether you want to continue in this relationship or you want to move on, or you want to like break up from them. Some of you, this only, I feel like not all of you. Some of you may make this decision because you feel also you're going to move soon. So you feel like rather than prolong this, maybe create more hurt, more messy situation, you kind of like want to end things next week. Damn, you're also picking up the move card. What's next? Delaying your move actually will bring you more money, saving more money. So don't rush your move. So the one that taking of moving place of live, it's not about the big move. It's more like small move, like you're moving, maybe changing, renting place kind of feeling. Take your time to find it, find a good one, because that actually can save you a lot of money in the future. What's next? You already get over things. For the one that, okay, this is very long message, but kind of annoying. I kind of annoyed when I receive this kind of message. It goes in circle kind of message. So basically, for the one that expecting your boss to actually step up the plate, to sum up, right? For the one that actually expecting your boss to step up the plate next week, that's not gonna happen. They're not gonna step up. So yeah, that's the only thing I can say. Like, well, what the hell? Your boss supposed to be the one more mature than you. Okay. You're overcoming your financial situation next week, so a lot of good stuff coming for you. And if you have a friend or family members that actually try to create an impression that they're kind of like successful, you will get to know that they're not next week. So they're basically full of shit kind of feeling. Yeah. So yeah, expect that. I mean, not sure why it's coming up, but yeah, you just get to know about that situation. It won't have any effect on your life anyway. You kind of like, I feel like you kind of already known about that, or you've already felt about that. So Cancer, next week, tarot portion. What coming up for Cancer next week? What's coming up for Cancer next week? Emotion much better, improve on your emotion. Why is this? What situation is this? If any situation that you feel like, take it very generally, any situation that you feel like confuse you, makes you go in circles, kind of like a hamster in the wheel, you gotta forgive that person. I'm not saying that you're gonna forgive by saying, come to them and tell, I forgive you. No, it's like deep from your emotion, you're gonna forgive them and you're just gonna move on emotionally from this person. So I'm picking up, it's more like emotional situation, not work situation. You're gonna give up on something or someone, but you're not. What is this talking about? You got a lot of giving up card, but there's also a lot of not closing off card. So basically, a situation that is not balanced, you're gonna stop giving toward it, but you're gonna like stay back and see how it's going to progress by you stop giving to it. So I'm not sure whether this emotion or if they actually work. So take it how it resonate with you next week. So basically, I'm seeing you will be stop giving to some situation, but you're just gonna stay back like, okay, I'm gonna see how it's going to progress after this, but I'm not involved too much in this situation. I kind of like that actually. It's kind of bit a bit what some sort of like a bit playing games a bit, but I kind of like that because we want to see how the other person or the other situation going to step up, right? Generally, you become more confident with your looks, with your skill set. Basically, you're emanating kind of like confidence out next week. There is someone you want to give a love offer, or you want to commit at least, like you want to build some sort of connection, but for time being you're gonna wait for them. Like you going to wait to see how they're going to, like are they like good enough for me kind of feeling. You're gonna observe them. So I'm not sure if this predicting a person that already in your life or someone that coming towards you soon. But the basic idea is you're going to like observe them first before you kind of like offer your like, hey, I want to try something with connection with you. Okay, I actually kind of like that message also, to be honest. Cool stuff coming up. Leo. So Theo, what's Leo can expect next week coming up in their life? What Leo can expect next week coming up in their life? A connection won't. Everyone got this same message. A connection that you feel like it just not worth it anymore. You're gonna like break it off. For some of you, even feel scammed by this person. Like this person lies about maybe their status, maybe their financial situation. So yeah. So a lot of you guys feel scammed by the time and emotion from this person. So you're gonna break it off. You got the good money card upright. Wait, what is this talking about? Okay. You know the key for you to get great finance when you stop worrying about it. It tells me that when you stop worrying about it, which you're going to do it, then not next week, some about 2 to 3 months from now on, that's actually where you manifest your money. So by you not worry too much about your money, that's actually when you have a quite significant up on your finance. So yeah, I give you a hint, I give you a cheat code for this. So basically stop worrying your money, and that money actually will come towards you faster. So start doing that. Start tricking the universe that you actually don't care about your money. I feel by you not like, I don't say like spending unnecessarily. It's more like you don't stress out about your financial situation. That's where you actually probably feel more freedom to work. By you having that freedom, actually you draw that, you attract that money into your life. So yeah. Next week you're expecting improvement on your social life, family life, but it tells me that it's still unbalanced. So yeah, there is an improvement, but I feel like it's just a little bit improvement only, not the improvement that you expect. Okay, Leo. Theo, what Leo need to know next week? What's coming up for Leo next week? What Leo can improve next? What Leo can improve next week? What Leo need to know next week? You'll be working diligently next week, very employed. What's this? You will have a new opportunity on building your finance next week, some sort of way to improve your financial situation. Maybe some sort of side gig kind of feeling of collaboration with others. So just take it. If you do meet with the person that offer you that, just take it. Wait, what is this talking about? I'm picking up on summertime. Around summertime, it tells me you're gonna be disconnected with someone. You're going to take a break from someone. Not sure why I'm picking up on summertime. So if you feel like right now you want to disconnect with someone, but you still like you don't have the full story about it, around summertime you're gonna have that story. I'm not sure how you're gonna get that story, right? Things that being hidden is gonna come forward, then you're gonna be disconnected from them. That's an odd one. So that's actually picking up for you guys that actually think your person hides something from you. So if you think they hide something, yes, that means it's yes. It tells me around summertime that the things that they hide from you gonna come to surface. So yeah. Last message for you next week is what? You're gonna stress out about what? You're gonna stress out about an ending? Not letting go. Ending of a series. Clarify again the 10 of Swords for me. You're gonna stress out about some sort of... You're gonna stress out and close off emotionally only to end a situation. I feel also it's emotional thing. So you're gonna close off a situation. I'm not sure the closing off ending up is next week or some other week, right? But next week the very apparent one was you're gonna stress off about this connection and you're gonna start closing off from them. But I'm seeing even when you close things up, right, like you close the chapter, right, you're ending things with them, I see that you cannot let them go again. So I'm not sure whether this picking up the summer storyline, but that's what's coming up. So I'm just gonna read the storyline for you guys. Take it how it resonates for you. Okay, Virgo. What's coming up for you next week, Virgo? Virgo, what's coming up for you next week? Let's try to get next week. Don't go to summertime, please. More balance on what? More balance on your finance. So next week you get some sort of balance in your finance. Or you need to find balance, it does also. So either you need to find balance next week on your finance, like your spending, all this thing, scrutinize about it, or you're gonna find that balance into your finance next week. Basically, the general idea is you try to overcome your financial situation, but I'm not saying next week you're gonna overcome it, but more like you find the things, you try to scrutinize things next week. To make a decision about. Damn, what is this message? Next week, there is a situation, whether it's a friendship or it's a family thing, that the situation gonna take a bit go down a bit south. But I'm seeing that you don't care about it. I'm not sure what kind of situation is this. There is some sort of situation. The next message is there's some sort of situation related with paperwork that I'm seeing you kind of ignoring it next week. So maybe you don't need you don't ignore that paperwork situation, because this kind of like giving you a hint. It just tells me that you're gonna ignore it. But maybe that's something you need to take a look about, that paperwork. You're also gonna stay singles. You're gonna make decisions to stay singles next week. Man, what's with the breakup and stay singles? What's this house about? You're also gonna move. Okay, you got a very specific message. First, a lot of you guys gonna move place. Like, it's a small move. For the one that actually being wishy-washy about the big move, you're gonna end that wishy-washiness. I feel like you're gonna make a decision that you need to move. I'm not sure why you need to move, but there's a calling for you to move. It's a big move. It's picking up on the big move also. Why this lately coming up also? The big move thing. Wow, what's going to happen next year? For the one that actually expecting a message about your financial situation, but this message you expect is actually kind of like negative message. It tells me that no message is actually a good thing. Not sure what kind of situation is this. Just it's come up like that. So if you're expecting like some sort of financial message where the message is not positive, right? It tells me that the message is not coming, and it's actually a good thing. So maybe you over stress about the situation, about your financial situation. Okay, let's go to Tarot. Tarot, what's Virgo can expect next week? What Virgo can expect next week? Tarot, what Virgo need to know and what Virgo can expect for them next week? For that financial, maybe something you need to pay. You kind of expect you need to pay it next week, but actually it's not. But it's not a bad thing though. So yeah, take it how it resonates for that. Ooh, love it. Love it. Your message is okay. Why are you not waiting? Let me clarify a bit. Actually, I kind of love your message. Okay. Wow. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but it's kind of exciting. You're gonna have a back and forth communication with this person that you think, at least you think that you have Two of Cups, your other soulmate. So you're gonna have a back and forth. So actually, this kind of hinting also, if you have some sort of back and forth messages with someone, deep down, that means deep down, that person you think is your soulmate. And next week also, a lot of you guys gonna take action. You're not gonna wait. So in the past, if you kind of wait to be the proactive one in the connection, you gonna like. So if in the past you kind of passive, next week you're gonna be proactive, more proactive. I'm seeing. Also, take caring your looks, become more confident with your looks. You're gonna express some passion also. Wow, good stuff. But why are you still deciding to stay single? So I'm not sure why. Wait, what is this? Oh, okay, this picking up on the past. Okay, so it's giving me the same storyline. So if in the past you feel like you cannot manifest this person into your life, and for some of you even fall into like negative side where you become a bit bitchy toward these people, you kind of like manipulative toward these people, It tells me that in the past that connection is being stalled, but now it's going to be successful. So if you reconnect back with this person, or either you have some sort of healing situation with this person, this time it's going to be good. So just go for it. I feel like do whatever you feel like you want to manifest. You can manifest this person into your life. Okay, next message please. You keep giving me the same message, man. You have a lot of good memories with this person, basically. A lot of good things happen with this person in the past. But one thing you worry about this because you feel like this person is too busy for you. I feel like, yeah, they are busy working, but go ahead. There is nothing wrong with the person that's busy making their money, right? Just go ahead. In the future, we're gonna travel with this person, so it's just keep giving me the same storyline for you. No other storyline. It's about that same person. In the future, we're gonna travel with this person. I'm not sure how it's going to play out, but in the future, it's based on this current energy, you will have some sort of travel with them, with that person together. So yeah. Okay, let's move on. Libra. Libra. What Libra can expect next week, Keeper? What Libra can expect next week, Keeper? What Libra can expect next week, Keeper? What Libra can expect next week? Wow, I suffered it very hard. The marriage reverse keep coming up. So a breakup, a disconnect with your person is coming up. A side story for you guys. You are also gonna disconnect from your family, from your friend next week. So I kind of like want to be in solitude. Any situation, legal situation that has been plaguing your mind is gonna get over soon. So just hang on it. I'm not sure whether the result will be good or not, but it just tells that it's going to end soon. You're gonna make money. I'm not sure where you're gonna make that extra money next week. And you're gonna spend it. You're gonna spend that money to show off. I'm not sure why I'm picking up on this. It's really up to you if you want to spend to show off, but there is people going to express some sort of concern around that. Family members, friends, maybe they're concerned that you get that money and you spend it. Meanwhile, you need to save it or something around that. Okay, we got 3 messages. Nothing so special besides the one that in connection. Expect energy of wanting to break off, want to be in solitude next week. Okay, let's go to your tarot, Libra. Libra. What Libra can expect next week, tarot? What Libra can expect next week, tarot? You're gonna get over something or someone. You're gonna decide to just jump to it. It's talking about connection, 2 of Cups also. You're gonna decide to just jump toward it. So if in the past you kind of wishy-washy, expect next week that wishy-washiness will be gone. You're just gonna decide to like, okay, let's just do it. Wow, what is this? Different storyline, I feel. So for the one that been dealing with situation that is not growing, take it very general. Can be work, can be romantic, can be friendship or whatever, right? Situation that is not going, you're gonna give up, not giving toward it. Similar with, I forgot which time, you're gonna give up but you're not going to end things. But basically you have a bit confidence issue that you feel like you cannot manifest this situation into your life. So expect that energy to come up next week. Yeah, you feel like whatever you do is never been successful with this situation. I'm not saying that you're gonna like end that chapter and that situation, but it's more like you're just gonna give up at the time being. Maybe in the future you're gonna be looked at because you're not ending it yet. You're gonna take a break. Remember the solitude energy that I'm mentioning when I pull the keeper? You're gonna take a break from going out and messaging with people because you feel like your emotion is a bit unbalanced next week. So expect you're gonna do a lot of resting next week. Last message. Yeah, you're going to take time even like to respond to people message. Like if in the past you responded like in the next 5 minutes, now you're gonna like take 3-4 hours. So yeah, expect a lot of resting energy next week. I feel like you need to take a rest first next week. Scorpio. Scorpio, what's coming up for Scorpio next week? What's coming up for Scorpio next week? What's coming up for Scorpio next week? Despair want to come out, so basically you're going to stress about something, but let's see if it come up again. You're gonna receive a lot of message next week about encouragement. So maybe there's a situation you feel like you want to give up, but then you're gonna receive like a message from, I'm not sure who is this person to you, but basically it's like encouragement. They're being very supportive with you. Nice energy actually. The one that been dealing with wealthy man, you're gonna stress out why this person not taking you seriously. Oh man, this is I find it quite funny. So you kind of like worry that this person won't choose you kind of feeling. Especially speaking up the one that dealing with wealthy man. The one that been dealing with authoritative person also. So different storyline. Authoritative person, I feel like I don't sense this is your boss. Maybe like authoritative family figures, right? When you express, like in the past, maybe you express that you want to move somewhere. Like this one was like kind of like a big move also. They may express some sort of concern kind of feeling, right? For some of you, even like you feel like they try to guilt trip you. But now when you talk about this move, they basically just say, okay, go ahead kind of things. So either they have change of mind. I feel like it's not a fake energy. It's more like they have change of mind, that they're gonna like support you also. Last message. I'm not sure why I pulled another message for you, but anyway, let's go. I already pulled. A lot of you guys will feel like you cannot give in to a dating situation next week. Courtship reverse. Yeah, because you feel like your work-life balance is not there. So yeah, work on that if you feel like you need to find it. And another message is a lot of you guys feel like the amount of work that you're giving with the amount of money that you receive is not equal. So you need to figure out how to bring that equalness inside your life. If you feel like you're being paid unfairly, go find job. Don't wait for them to notice that. Go find job. Better job, I mean. Okay, tarot for Scorpio, please. Tarot for Scorpio next week. Tarot for Scorpio. Next week, what they can expect. No drama, free drama. Hey, there's a sudden. Okay, makes sense. There will be a sudden resurgence, so I feel like some of you haven't experienced this, some of you already experienced this. There will be a sudden resurgence of a person that from your past, they're in and out. But this time, this person will shock you, because I see that you even like overthink. This person this time come towards you with drama free, then you kind of like second guess whether this is like their tactics or they're doing something shady kind of feeling. So actually this person kind of like try to change, but it's actually kind of like take you off guard. You kind of like question, is this the real them or what, or is this actually a game? Yeah, this person kind of like being manipulative in the past, try to manipulate you. Oh, this person in the past tried to manipulate you. Even for some of you guys, right, you feel like that time it kind of like bring imbalance into your emotion. You basically become this guy. Tempest reverse, you guys already know what it is. Okay, this keep giving me the same storyline. So expect this person to come back into your life. For some of you, they already come back, but this time they're drama free. So I feel like they try to change. So go ahead. What's the next thing that they need to know next week? You become more happy next week. Emotion become more content, more fulfilled. Oh, I feel like this also still tied to that storyline. You gotta be like considering this situation, this connection, because in the past that situation never fully mature, right? So you kind of like thinking like, should I give a time or day for this person? So yeah. You're gonna have a travel soon. You're also gonna be traveling soon. You're gonna be traveling soon. The next message, last message is you're gonna have some sort of clarity next week. The clarity is about the decision that you need to make to entertain love or not to entertain love. So I feel like there will be people coming towards you soon, but a lot of you guys feel like this, all these people that coming towards you, they're not that special. Like they don't intrigue you, they bored you. So you're gonna need to make a decision whether you want to pursue this or not. Then last sign. Sagittarius, Archer. What's coming up for you next week, Archer? For the sign of Sagittarius, what's coming up for them? Okay, what's this about? Next week, be careful if you have someone try to approach you, they are a fake person. They may bring... Okay, two messages. For the one that dealing with legal situation, if someone try to approach you next week, say, or they can make these things go away, make these things in your favor, they are a fake person, so don't spend any money to that person. Next storyline, take it very generally. I'm going to take this very generally. For the one that actually has this person come to approach you, whatever the context it is, can be friends, lovers, or even like strangers. They say like they want to work things with you. They want to work things with you. They want to make things right. I feel like, yeah, be careful because this person's intention may not be genuine. So yeah. So basically, a bit careful with people's intention next week. You got the money card upright. Message people. Okay, you're gonna get some sort of way to make extra money next week. I'm not sure where it comes from. Try to play a lottery next week because it may come up from some sort, because it tied with the paper. It tied with the paper. So the only thing I can think about it is like a coupon, a lottery kind of thing, right? Yeah, try to place a bit of lottery. You may make some sort of money. It's not big, small amount, but at least it's money, right? Also next week, you're gonna receive some sort of message that from your family member about a bit issues or quarrel or something around your family situation. Nothing serious, but it's not something to take that very lightly also. So yeah, something related with family issue, you're gonna receive some sort of message. You're gonna have delay on your travel. You're gonna have delay on your travel. The one in connection, good connection, you feel disconnected next week, and a lot of you also will start questioning that relationship, like, if this person is for me or not, because you feel like you're disconnected. You not feel the sparks anymore, the romance anymore. Okay, table, what Sagittarius need to know next week? What's coming up for Sagittarius next week? Wow, a lot of like almost, I think only one or two signs didn't get the breakup message. I don't know why I keep coming back, even though I like shuffle it very good. It always come back either in the term of lovers reverse or in the courtship reverse. Okay, let's shuffle. What's coming up for you guys, Sagittarius, next week? Things that they need to know. There's a situation that you see this very negatively. You finally let it go. You're going to let go that situation. Why I feel like, don't know, come into my mind, you're gonna let go that negative outlook only for you to refresh, like restart that connection, but in better term or better state next time. So I'm not sure why that come into my mind. You're gonna drop someone that's in and out in your life. You basically already feel disconnected from this person, or you're going to feel disconnected. You're gonna drop them. Why you pull all reverse? What's happening with you next week? You're gonna stop talking with people next week. Basically, you have confidence issue next week. You feel like less energy. Some of you, even I feel like I'm seeing that you feel like you are not, you feel like you're unattractive. So you're going through some sort of like issues next week. Seek help if that's the case. I'm not the best person to advise. What's the advice? The only way I can tell you is seek help, counseling or something around that. Your advice is, why this is your advice? That's kind of weird. Your advice is there will be a sudden situation that you need to give up. The advice is like there's sudden situation that you need to like giving up. So basically, if you feel that that situation actually the one that creating this confidence, or you feel unattractive, like you feel like neglected kind of feeling, you need to drop that situation, because that actually impact your emotional and your confidence issues. So if you're dealing with that kind of situation, drop that for you to get back into your old self. Wow, you got a lot of topics for you. You're gonna be stressed out next week, but the way you cope with it, next week you're gonna try to go out more, which is okay, I guess. Wow, your emotion is a bit all over the place next week. So there's a situation that you cannot rush in, but you feel like you still need to stick on that situation. You also got fear. What are you fearing about? You got some fear issues. You fear of moving things forward. So I feel like this is related a lot with the emotional situation. You have a fear to move things forward with specific person. So emotion next week is kind of like a bit all over the place. I'm even having a difficulties to read the stories. So there's a situation that you don't want to rush things, but you also feel like you need to stick on it. You feel like you need to still give in on it, but at the same time you feel like you're fearful to move forward things with this person. So you got a lot of wishy-washiness, fearful energy. Okay, so yeah, I try my best to read it here, but your emotion is all over the place next week. So that's all I have for you guys. Hope this helps you guys to navigate next week. I apologize for some of the sign because the message is kind of like a bit out of whack, but yeah, I hope that still helps you guys to navigate next week. If it does, please do share, like and subscribe, and I thank you all for watching. I see you guys in the next video. Bye y'all.